Good morning. Well, this is the day after, and just want to let you know how the old goat is feeling today. It's almost like I didn't do any hard work yesterday at all. Yes, I walk a little bit, and then, my neck bothers me a little bit, trying to hold my head up, but I'm not hunched over as much. What happens is when I'm working like this, after a short while, it feels like I'm really hunched over, and by the time I'm done with the project, I gotta pop a couple of the leaves, which helps a little bit, and lay down and try to get myself together. And that's what I did yesterday for about 15 minutes, 20 minutes or so. And although being a little stiffened, wasn't too bad off. When I start out, I was able to take the little table saw, which I've always done, grabbed it, get it out of the shed, and just carry it over to where it's got to be. That's not that heavy. However, you didn't see this, but I could not lift that table saw. My back was killing me, my neck was killing me, my knees were killing me. And I had to walk it to the shed. And of course the legs were digging in, the mud was flying all over the place, because the ground is a little wet from all the rain we had. So I had all I can do to get it into the shed, but I did. And I couldn't even lift my chop saw off the bench outside to get it back in. I had to put it down and just gradually get it in. I have no problem carrying it out there, but by the time I get through working, I'm so wiped out and actually much, much, much weaker. I'm getting very, very depressed about this because there's so many things I need to do and I can't afford to hire anybody. So I'm not looking forward to taking a 125 to 150 pound air conditioner out of that sleeve in the window there. I do have a dolly, and I'm going to be working on that whenever I get a couple of good days where I know it's not going to rain for a few days. Around here, it rains almost every day. It's been terrible. The weather has been terrible. Today is a nice sunny day. Tomorrow it's going to rain again. I think it's going to rain all week. Nothing new. Nothing new. One of my viewers emailed me and said didn't write it down, so I got a mind like a sieve. It's a gallon copper something or other wood preservative that you put on the end of the wood, and he got his at Lowe's. I don't have a Lowe's close to me. Home Depot I do, but not Lowe's. But it depends on how much it costs. But the problem is, it's like the boiled linseed oil. You can't put it on wet wood. I wanted to preserve some of the ends of the wood, the Douglas fir, that I did not have to take out of the deck because it was good. But I can't, because you can't put wood preservative on wet wood. Not that I know of. All it's going to do is hold the moisture in. So, anyways, I have to look into that, but there's no way I can treat the ends of the Douglas fir now because the pressure treated is buttered up against it. So, at the way I am feeling, like I said before, I'm physically not able to do it. Right now, I feel fine. I can get out here and I can do another couple hours work until I get wiped out. I used to be able to go all day. From 9 o'clock in the morning after I have my breakfast, I always got to eat something. Can't work without food. until it got almost dark. Like in the warmer weather in the summertime when it wasn't too hot. I can't do that anymore. I can start at 11 o'clock and by 2 o'clock in the afternoon I'm wiped out. I got no stamina anymore. My knees always bothered me for, at least 20 years. And they're getting really painful now. Not quite as bad as the project I did before this one, in the earlier video I made, but bad enough. So on the bench out here, as you can see, I've got all pressure treated. That's what's left over from it. So I'm figuring I'm just sitting out in the swing set out here, taking in the nice warm morning. I guess it's supposed to be about 70 today. That's about as hot as I like it in the summertime. But I can't start that air conditioner because it's going to rain tomorrow, and it's going to take me a few days to do it. I kind of have to do that myself. The friends that would help me are all my age or damn close to it, and I'm not asking anybody that's as old as me to do anything like that. And they got their own projects to do. And Tommy's working most of the time. So what I plan on doing is I got a dolly from Harbor Freight, as I said. So I'll bring that in the house, and then I'll set some kind of a box or something on top of the dolly, and then when I slide the air conditioner out of the shell, I won't have to pick it up and put it down onto the dolly. It'll just slide onto the dolly. And worst case scenario, I'll have to make something to fit on the dolly out of wood, which is something I don't want to do, out of some of the junk cut-off wood that's not rotted. So then I got to get that out here in the yard on the platform here, I guess. Then I'll have to call the guy that took my rotten wood and have him get rid of it along with the grill that's there, because we haven't had any cookouts since 2009. And when we do cook out, we cook out on the small portable grill. So basically the grill works, but I had replaced some of the inner parts that held the little shields that go over the burners. I had to redo some of that with some galvanized sheet metal, and I done that years ago to keep the thing working. And you can't refill those bottles according to what I was told, because they're too old. There's a date code on them. They're 20-pound bottles you can't refill anymore. So I might as well get rid of the grill. And then I'll have to get rid of the air conditioner, and then I got some rotten wood out on the work table out there that has to be taken away also. So I really hate to get rid of that 15,000 BTU air conditioner because it works good, but it keeps shutting off. The hotter it is, the more humid it is, it shuts off. I mean, the whole thing shuts right down. You have to unplug it, plug it back in, and it'll work for a little while, then it'll shut down again. It is not a capacitor. It could be a sensor. I don't know that much about it. So I do have another air conditioner, as I said. So I got to frame that in because it's physically smaller, and that's what I wanted, so it can fit in this same sleeve. I've discussed this before. So I figure just sit out here and make a video, flap my ugly gums. I just got back from McDonald's about 45 minutes ago. I noticed the video was shaky like this. The reason it was vibrating is a little stand that I use for the car, for the dash videos when I do the flaps in the car, which I really am not doing anymore. Those are rare occasions I do. It keeps vibrating like this because it's only on a little piece of sheet metal, and the Bobloff fits on that. Oh, this is the wood I gotta get rid of. Nothing's really worth saving in here. So there might be some pieces that I could use. Maybe. So I have that little stand, which is now in the car. And it doesn't hold the Bobloff steady, and any vibration, it sets the whole thing off. So sorry for the shaky videos. Now down here, I might have to replace these, but I'm not too worried about that now. That's a small project, but yet it wipes me out doing it, and but I gotta do these railings. But the air conditioner, that's the number one thing, the air conditioner. Now, you see the back of the air conditioner where the grate is. It's, I think, 2-inch squares there. Well, birds will get in and build a nest if I don't put the 1/4-inch hardware cloth in there, which is wire screening, galvanized screening. The hardware store calls it hardware cloth. So I have to see if these side vents will match up with the air conditioner I'm going to slide into the shell, which, as I said, is 18 inches wide. This is 24 inches wide, or maybe a little bit less on the inside. So I need to make sure that the side vents of the new air conditioner line up with the side vents on the shell. And I won't know that until I take that air conditioner out and slide the new one in, and I got to make a floor for the air conditioner, otherwise it will fall through. Now, I don't have any plywood at Home Depot. Home Depot does not have plywood on the bargain table anymore. They throw it away. So somebody buys a 4x8 sheet of plywood, for instance, and the customer only wants maybe, let's just say, 5 feet out of it. A lot of times the customer will not want the other piece. Me, I take every inch of it. And Home Depot will not put it on the bargain table. They will throw it out. So let's go over here. This is what I'm talking about, the vents here. If the vents on the new air conditioner ends up over here, I'm going to have to drill holes here. Now, I think the project came out pretty good. I'm just walking around here. It's a nice day. Let's take a walk by the brook. Yeah, I got to get rid of all this. This stump here is impossible to remove. About the only thing you can do with that, outside of hiring somebody, and I'm not going to do that. This is not my land, And I just put this here so, for the winter. The only thing I could do, and I don't want to build another stump cover, but can't do anything else with it. It is rock hard. It is rock hard. It will not rot out. It's been that way for many years. Well, let's walk down by the brook. I guess I'm still recording. Yep. So, I like the Bob Love W1, except it has no image stabilization, as most of these body cams, they do not have image stabilization. Let's see. This is my kind of weather. Beautiful. So, today would be the perfect day to do the air conditioner. But it's a job that I hate doing. On the deck, I was gung-ho and wanting to do it. Really, I wanted to do it. Anxious to get the job done. Yes, I'll repeat what I've said before. It's not the right way to do it. It's what I can afford to do and what I am able to do. The rest of those 2x6s on the deck are in good shape, and they will be there long after I'm dead. Tommy hates that when I say that, but it's the truth. Some days I feel like I'm just going to keel over and die. You know, I'm down about it, but, you know, the way I look at it, live one day at a time. I'm more worried about my wife than myself. And she worries about me, of course. But somebody's got to do this. We can't afford to hire anybody to do that. Costs us almost $2,000 to have the toilet redone and the part of the floor cut out. I made a video of some of the work that was being done without getting the guy on camera. And almost $2,000 for that. That counts the linoleum and everything else, or the vinyl, I should say. The old term linoleum, that's what we used to use back in the old days. New vinyl floor and everything else, and the trim and everything else to go into it. And then when we had the tub replaced with a shower stall, that was $2,500. Well, I can't afford that. You know what it would cost me to have that deck done professionally? More than we have in our savings and then some. So, got to do it myself. And if I can physically do it, I'll do it. I built this shed. Originally, it was just a little 8x10, I guess, or something like that, metal shed. It goes back to when Tommy was a little tyke. Let's see. Oh, we're getting nice temperatures. It feels warmer than that, though. Well, let's see what the Lena's doing today. Hasn't changed. It's still laying in the Y up there. Yeah. We had since we had the roof done and get rid of the fungus last year, it's been perfect. It's supposed to be good for 5 years, the guy told me. So we don't get the green moss anymore on the roof. Anyways, I'm just taking it easy today. Just thinking about that damn air conditioner job. I went to kill some time today when I went out to McDonald's. After I ate, I drove over to Home Depot again. And I wanted to get a quart of Glidden semi-gloss house paint. I wanted to redo this. This was Glidden. This is done from the years and years of stapling to Santa Claus up here. The decoration we have for Christmas. So I wanted to get a quart. You can't buy anything less than a quart. To do this and to do the inside part of when I do the air conditioner in the house. And to touch up any of this. Yeah, this is all Glidden. And it held up really good. Semi-gloss. Well, I got a price of $20 for a quart. I says, what? I says, no way. I'll use spray cans. I'll just mask this off. Newspaper or something. And I'll use spray cans, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm not paying those prices. That's crazy. $20 for a quart of semi-gloss Glidden paint. Now, I don't know what Lowe's gets for them, because Lowe's is about 15 miles from me, and Home Depot is only about 5 miles from me. So I do all my stuff at Home Depot. But I have not checked Walmart. Walmart don't sell the small cans, but I need a quart because I want to eventually do the porch as I showed you. But if I can't, I'll get a can of semi-gloss spray paint, white, and just touch up those areas. That's all. It's a lot cheaper, even if I have to get a couple of cans. That's still cheaper than $20. At Walmart, it's about the cheapest place you can get paint now that I know of. So, anyways, I'm doing a lot of flapping today because there's not much else I can do. And I wasn't going to make any video, but I figured I would. It's very aggravating when I go in and price things. And this is why, I guess you can call me frugal, because I don't throw anything away like wood. I cut off the bad part. If the wood is solid, I save it. Wood is expensive. The same way with paint. But I'm all out of white. So I'm going to have to go with the spray paint. And once in a great while, the thrift store that sells everything for $1, sometimes I'll run into a can of paint that's like 3/4 full. I test it, it works, I buy that. But I haven't found any semi-gloss or even gloss white. But I do have a couple of cans in the shed, and if I have to use it, I'll use it. When I make the faceplate for that air conditioner on the inside, originally I used the Glidden house paint, which of course is latex, but it's real good stuff, semi-gloss, that I used on the porch. Well, on the old air conditioner I have two sideboards that slip in, and there's insulation behind that, and I painted those white. But when I make a new fascia plate for that, when the new air conditioner's put in. Then I got to paint that, and if I have to, I'll just paint this whole thing with spray paint. That's all. You know, I can just imagine somebody building a house, a contractor building a house, and they probably have enough wood left over to build a small shed, and they'll throw it all in the dumpster. It's a damn shame. A damn shame. And it's like what Home Depot does. You'll find stuff like this. Sometimes today I looked over there. They had a 2x8, which had a split down the middle, halfway through, and it's 70% off. But it wasn't pressure treated. It's 2x8, not a 2x6. However, I didn't need it. But that would not have been a good deal because, first of all, I couldn't carry it. It was 8 foot long, so I'd have to cut it in half, unless I used a big van. And the part I'd have to cut off in half would be the split part. So you're only getting you're only getting a 4 foot section of 2x8 for 70% off. 70% off of a full length, so you're not saving nothing on that. So that's not a good deal at all. All this wood here is pressure treated, with the exception of this. Now here's an example of an earlier. That's a good piece. That is a good piece of 2x6 Douglas fir. It's stuff like this I save. Alright, I think I'm going to end this video. This is one I didn't expect to make. It's a last minute decision. I just felt like sitting out in the swing and taking some nice fresh air. I won't be able to do that much longer because, well, it's going to rain tomorrow. And the whole week, I think. But pretty soon I won't be able to sit out here because I'll be pestered by bugs and stuff. So the next step, like I say, besides the air conditioner, will be the rails. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do the rails. I'm probably going to patch them, cut out the bad part, drop in some pressure treated 2x6. I wanted to put the boiled linseed oil on the ends of the cutoffs, but the wood doesn't dry out. It needs like a week of sunshine at least, and even then the wood is wet underneath. Alright, I think I'm going to end this video now. Beautiful day. Thanks for watching. Take care.